Oh no, I just realized I did not. All right. Noise. Forgot I accidentally muted the YouTube content screen. Oh, thank God. Okay. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Boop, boop. That's funny. Matt and Feasty, howdy. I accidentally did not turn on the YouTube screen, so you guys just couldn't casually see anything. You know, like all great content creators, making you guys watch a black screen. I like the part where I completely biff my, I missed the corner boost on that, so my bad, teammate. Oh my, and off kickoff. Is this a yo train? Well, not anymore. Can't be a train if people say things in between. Fun fact, I actually stopped playing the Dominus specifically because I don't have as good of a kickoff with it. I noticed I was losing way more kickoffs with this car than in taller hitboxes, so I stopped playing it. At the time I was playing at a college team and we were giving up way too many goals off kickoffs. So I'm like, I need to do whatever I can. Bro today, video today was awesome. Yeah, I'm glad people like it. I don't know how often I'm gonna do them. I think probably maybe just weekdays or something. But yeah, it's been they're kind of fun to record. It's a way to like kind of take my brain off of work every day. Dude. Oh my God, oh my God. Yike. People say car doesn't matter. I mean, car does matter. People who say car doesn't matter is like, they're mostly right and that anyone can play well in any car. It's just the way you have to approach certain challenges does vary car by car. Another kind of, God dang it, dude. Honestly, he was pretty high on the crossbar, so I didn't think he actually had a flip that would get underneath the bar on that one. He got actually like a very weak reset on that. Sad. Oh yeah, I gotta rewatch and comment and whatnot on long form videos. I mean, if you want to. Yeah, we had Indian viewers of ours, Siddhant. He used to come in all the time on stream when I would stream very late at night, but unfortunately because of his new work schedule, he cannot watch anymore, so I upload that and he's like, yay, I can finally watch! So I'm like, well, that's kind of sweet. I didn't think about it like that. Okay, these angles are not ideal. Interesting, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's why you don't approach from the side. All right, GG. Yeah, that's why you don't want to challenge too aggressively from the coming from the middle, because the ball is just going to ricochet like crazy if you do that. Oh, that's funny. He whiffed me. Or whiff ball. Oh my God, he almost pinched that again. These guys are locked in. That's fun. These guys are in a party. They're both red tags. This is embarrassing. Getting embarrassed by red tags. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I was looking downfield. I thought that ball was not driving at me. I thought it was straight up. They instantly get better when your noti pops up. Oh, I'm glad. I was recording a little bit prior to this, so hopefully I'm a little bit warmed up for these. Maybe I shouldn't have switched to the Dominus, not really sure why I did. Why are you there? Oh, when's your next commentary? End of January. kind of want to get some show matches going by the end of the month. Nice, Bloom. All right, cool. I was thinking maybe this could be a double, but I wasn't 100% sure I could get it 100% around it. Like 5 hours ago? Huh? What? Are you doing a specific team or multiple? Multiple. It's a tournament. I get hired usually every year by the Navy. They have a military wellness and recreation program, which is basically like how you give soldiers like mental health resources and kind of like stand-up comedians, like vacations, and kind of just ways to support like the mental health of soldiers. And they hold a tournament every year for anyone in the military who wants to play, who plays in esports, and they enter in a tournament for prizes and stuff. And so me and my buddies cast it, and it also pays us the casters, which is nice. So it's always good to do charity work or whatever for those who serve. But if I'm getting paid, then hell yeah. Your vid was 5 hours ago. When you say commentary, do you mean like casting? What are you talking about 5 hours ago? You kind of just brought that up randomly. Like, yes, my video might have been a few hours ago, but... Bloom? You thought about it. These guys are psychos if you think you're going for that. Demo? Oh my god. Teammate. Off corner. What? No! Dude, if you just kept it up, what are you doing? I think you just didn't want to risk like hitting off the corner and then I was behind him or something. I can kind of see that perspective. I've done that before where I'm like, clearly teammate will predict the pass. I tap it and he's nowhere close and then I like effed him up and I'm like, oh, well, my bad. Or soft touching that, just keep it close. That could have been a game right there. Speaking of, could have been game. Oh, good cut. I got it. It's fine. Alright, that's fine. That's gonna be kind of weird for them to deal with. Alright, just playing off their 50. Bloom's gotta be careful here not to get beat. That, oh, I was about to say, I'm like, I thought they got by without any touch. I was like, that's actually nonsense if I don't get any touch on that. Did my teammate get double 50 on that? I didn't see the skin. That's tough. Okay, well, rough way to lose that. Hello, Zero, how you doing? Oh, Happy New Year. Or however you say that in German. Guten, no. What's happy? I don't know happy off the top of my head. I feel like a German word I would know. Cute femboy! Guys, we gotta play especially good with cute femboy on our team. Guys, decal is so hard, it's crazy that it's only available in the Dominus. Yeah, English plays. Yeah, plays band 0. Got him, chat. That was a sting. Cool. Oof. Alright. As much as I love the Dominus, I am not warmed up on it, so we might have to take a little bit of break on that. That's crazy, he bumped me and I still saved that. That's rigged as hell. Sick boost grab, by the way. Man, Lightning is ball chasing. Holy. I keep forgetting I'm in a Dominus. These touches are like slightly off, and I'm like, wait, I'm a dummy for thinking that would work the same way. Let's go. Our noties actually work. Kyle, thank you for the $4.99. Hi, Sleep. How are you? Also, how you doing, Sheep? How's music been going? I know you said you were prepping for a show. God, how handsome he is. Let's go, cute femboy. Uploads are popping because my opponents. I'm mopping. Oh, bars. Leave that to concerned professional musician Sheep. Dude, that's crazy. Lightning hit the brake on that and actually stopped me from getting that bump. Wait, what? That was such a messy play, completely by accident. This guy brake checked me because he was trying to avoid the demo, and by doing so, he actually messed me up, and he did not mean to do that. That's so annoying, dude. Yo, cute femboy, you got beat over the top by the Gambit. Is it normal for Rocket League to randomly appear faster pace? No, Kyle, I think that's like a tiredness thing. I swear, because I know what you mean. Like, sometimes I watch players' streams, and I'm just like, why does this feel like it's literally running on fast forward? Or you're playing the game and it feels like slightly like fast but normal, and it's like, things going generally well. Finally got a break for Christmas, but next week I have 3 concerts or 4 groups on 4 different instruments. Oh my god. How many instruments do you play? Would you say like well? And then how many can you play poorly? Nice. Oh, her gaming. Is Jimmy still Magical's Fairyland? I've heard it's exactly like Candle in the Void game. We have lost so many kickoffs. Do I play? Give me 2 weeks and I'll play whatever you want. My collection about 15 to 20. Do I play well? Maybe 3 or 4. You really feel like you can learn how to play an instrument organically within 2 weeks? That's actually like really impressive. I mean, there's an old adage in esports that like you can learn any esport within a prep time, but like for commentating. But it's really funny to think about like just picking up a new instrument and then having to play it halfway decently within 2 weeks. Hey, there's a lifetime of craft that goes into learning this instrument, but yeah, give me 2 weeks. If you know one instrument, does it make a lot of the other ones a lot easier to learn? High risk play by them, but of course it works out. Cute femboy. Sorry, buddy, you're just so fucking slow on all these reads. It's hard to know if you actually have these. Cringe! Alright. Should not play the Dominus. His favorite game mode? Threes. I don't play it because there's no threes games. I just say that because it's how it feels. Sometimes different instrument groups are harder than others to learn from the beginning. Like, took a year and a half of violin lessons after my bachelor's, and yes, I made very quick progress compared to many, but I'm still trash. I think the saxophone is able to play any wood instrument fairly well. I would say, I feel like any like wind instrument is probably not super easy to pick up, but at least you understand like the, at least hand position. And then it's just learning about like, oh, this note is played through this note is that, and it's just like translating. I know my one friend said he regrets not, he's a very good guitarist, like insanely good guitarist. And he says he wishes he played the piano. Because the thing is like, if you know how to play the piano when you're producing music, it's a lot easier to play like any other type of thing, because I know whenever you need a specific chord on like a music software, you can just play it on the piano and you can like replicate it. And he's like, and obviously if you're making real music, you should record it with like a mic. You shouldn't just like record it digital guitar or whatever. But he's like, but like learning piano made that a lot easier to learn everything else. Whereas my other friend who's really good at guitar and does not play the piano, he's like, yeah, it's like I can play the piano, the guitar, and I play other stuff decently well, but he's like, it's very hard to pick up certain instruments if I don't know, you know, certain like default ones. So I gotta pay. Sheep, if I commissioned you to make me make me notification alerts, just design a quick little 5-second little tidbit of music, would you feel inspired by that? Do you feel like you could come up with something interesting? I don't know if you're really producing music as much. We got so many musical people in the community. I mean, and Alice is like a really good singer as well. I don't know if you guys know that. She's got crazy vocals. She sang the national anthem at a Major League Soccer game a while back. Nice lightning. So much of learning instruments than the music theory behind it all. So once you've learned it, it takes a lot of quickly, but technique can be a real problem no matter how strong your knowledge is. From your experience, learning one brass instrument make the rest of them super easy, but apparently other brass players don't feel the same. Interesting. I wonder if there's only a one-way traffic on that. Like if you know the trombone or whatever, it makes it really hard to learn everything. And then if you know how to play, I don't know. Like I feel like the trombone is distinct from like the sax, you know? Man. I have 9 boost. Holy crap, we might get scored on here. Nice, good save. Bail me out. That guy is the greatest player who ever lived, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, brass percussion instruments are actually a game? Actually, that'd be kind of sick. Brass percussion notifications, just a quick little like horn segment. Nothing says danger more than horns out of nowhere. Suddenly, horns. Noise pass. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing, Lightning. I'm so sorry. All right, we'll get out of there. That was absolute nonsense, dude. Alert super good one way. I'll think on a few ideas. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like a fun little like ditty. I feel like just like a quick, because it has to be like pretty short. The worst alerts are the ones that go on for like 20 seconds. And I know a couple streamers that do that, and I love you guys, but nothing's more annoying than like people gifting subs and you just hearing like a 20-second thing over and over and over again. You're just like, I'm good, buddy. Playing with Lightning is kind of tilting because it's like he's a good player. He's very like aggressive, but the thing is he's always on the ball. So every time I'm thinking, he won't be on this one, I'm like, oh, he is. Nice. Save the long one for it's a 50 sub drop or something big. Well, that's the thing is like, I've actually never done that, but I think that always would be kind of cool is like having an alert that's distinct per the tier. So when you have like something of a certain tier, you can go up. I don't think YouTube allows that. That's one thing I've always been kind of surprised. I think Super Chat should allow you to customize different alerts for like different scales. Like if someone donates $5, should do something like $1 versus like over 5, over 10, over 25, etc. Like stuff like that. I feel like that would make a lot more sense to me for like a way to customize the stream. YouTube's really behind Twitch in a lot of like strangely small ways. Like their alert box is very limited. And I'm like, YouTube, you've been in the game for like a trillion years. Like how, like in the internet age, like how are you behind the curve on like the most basic thing that Twitch and like literally every other streaming platform provides? Also, channel points by Twitch was like just a genius idea in general. People love that. Anything to gamify. I think you should just watch, Sheep, you should just watch the SNL skit back in the ham of the Curse, the Andy Samberg and John Hamm skit. Just watch that for inspiration, and then I think you'll be fine. I don't know if that's exactly what it's called, but I'm gonna Google it. I think you just Google SNL The Curse and you see John Hamm with long hair and a saxophone. You'll know what it is. Starting up a mariachi tune. The mariachi synth, a staple on any producer's keyboard. Buddy, thank you for the remembering. Not a huge fan of you, Chell, that. Unfortunately. A lot of no man's land. I feel like that happens when I kind of stop paying attention, but this is like a very common thing in all ranks chat that I've noticed. Especially when I'm starting to record this. People love going into no man's land just indiscriminately. and just diving in at stuff, even though they know deep down there's like no chance of them winning it. They'll just go in because they're like, well, why not? Well, what do you mean, why not? We're gonna get scored on. Why are you going? Going to buy my sunglasses? Which sunglasses do you have? Oh, on the badge. I thought you meant for... I thought you meant for like in real life. I was like, I didn't know you ordered sunglasses. There's a company that's kind of gotten way more expensive lately, but I love Blenders. They made really good sunglasses. One thing I liked about their sunglasses is because they look pretty cool and sporty, but they don't have that like weird, like, you know, like how every sunglass has those like silver bits on the joints in the front of the glasses? Those to me are like almost always communicate that they're cheaper. I don't know why. Hey, MC Boy. Kublu, 63 months at tier 1. Howdy. Best device for plats, master your fast arrow and start actually learning how to control the ball off the sidewall. Instead of just hit it as far as possible. Also, Kublu, we got at the end of the month, the Navy MWR tournament open for all military members. You gonna enter that one? I think it's a 2v2 tournament. Gotta enter with waves and just farm. Can't let low tech keep winning. Nice. What region? I'm in the US. Hi, Ace and Eagle. Depends on the times. I think it's 8 o'clock Eastern time on Friday the 23rd, and then the 24th it's at 2 p.m. Eastern. So not the best hours for you, I'd have to say. Nice. I saw Chris starting to like move up the wall, so I'm like, if he goes for it, I want to tap it over him, but didn't adjust super well for that. But hey, if you want to wake up at 7 a.m. I think it's like, it's a tournament that'll probably only take you like 2.5, 3 hours. I think top prize is like a $150 gift card. If you get top 2, you get a $100 gift card. So, you know, something worth considering. Is that Friday timing usually still at work then? Yeah, Friday is 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, unfortunately, it's like middle of the day for you. At least Saturday, I think, is 2 p.m. Eastern start. All right, we're gonna assume nothing bad will happen here. As I say that, I'm like, teammate's got full boost in gold. He just did not actually react to that at all, unfortunately. Holy cheat up. Bro's not dead? Cool. Ah. I overjumped on that first one. Okay. I saw him overjump in the middle, so I was like, maybe I can just tap it around him. Not quite. This is a bad game, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. For 1700, this is a really bad game. I saw teammate turn, so I was like, oh, he's got it. And he rotated out right as that pass came in, Sag. Sergio, exactly. I'm glad you enjoy it, Sheep. Sergio. Just... Push, Mrs. Jenkins, push. Classic example how Andy Samberg completely changed the entirety of internet humor. Great, you know, absurdist humor at its finest. Oh, the clutch! Vorsker! Commentator curse? Nah, that only happens when I'm casting. That's a snipe, not gonna lie. In the klooch. They sent 2. But we only needed 1. It's raining tacos. That'd be terrifying and disgusting. Also, so much waste. Imagine walking outside and the entire ground is just ground meat and shattered and torn apart tortillas. Me and Sally Mango said. Widow. The reduced price of ground beef would be awesome. I mean, I guess. Well, I guess if it rained from the sky and it landed on the other tacos, the ones touching the ground is disgusting, but the ones just like sitting on top of other ones, I mean, it's way cleaner than the rest. That's hilarious that that worked. I'm actually incredibly angry that that worked. How many things had to go right for that to work, Holy? It would be ground beef, not ground beef. When italics are implied. Wow, Widow, she's gotten way better. Nice. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really cocky that these guys have these clears. I don't know why I assumed that would happen. Oh, that's really unfortunate time and Mech just got off the wall there. But also I was like, Zavi has that one because he's got good boost and a good angle, but he like played for the hard hit. I thought he was just playing for 50 and chill. Did they just cook? What the hell is this actual coordinated kickoff? Bruh. Okay. God, dude. This is pathetic, dude. We're panicking so much. Why does every touch take 900 boosts? Like, Zavi, how's that not a pinch on line? I had so much faith that he had that. I think he's playing off of... I don't even know what he's playing off of. Why would he get directly behind the ball on that one? That was confusing as hell. Also, this is the very first game of GC3, and I don't know why these guys are playing out of their mind. This is like an 1800 crew that is all chilling at low 17 or whatever. There's so few threes games that we're actually just playing these guys right now. Hello, Fennec. Today's final exam. What? Saturday. How's today your final exam? That's gross. Okay. Sure. I was going back post or maybe at least trying to react slow to that one, but it works. Real David Goggins? Probably. No, it's Sunday? Either way, you have a final exam on a weekend? Gross. That's like me having to take my graduate school psych GRE on a Saturday in Tempe. And I lived in Tucson. I had to drive like 2.5 hours just to get there. Okay, we're good. I used to be Polar. Ah, well, welcome in. Was it a rebrand or is just your username is different, so you're notifying me? Nice gaming. All right, we're getting there. Due to reputation, the calm. Cringe! Bro is stealing girlfriends. Don't like how you were covering the same thing I was. 50 back to us, please. Nice. Lost our clients in design. Oh, I didn't know you did design work. Oh, other guy on the sidewall was gonna try to deflect that middle. How is there not a single drop of 100 boost in this entire field? Okay. I don't know those teams, but best of luck. Then again, I'm not really up to date. If these are calculated kickoffs, is the sweatiest group of players. That's legitimately psychotic how well that worked. Oh my god. That's a rough way to lose. Freestyle side of the community? Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't pay attention to freestyling. That is something I have like negative actual approach in. Try to do with my team, but they're too scared to go for. I mean, it works really well, like, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that they pulled that off that well is pretty impressive to me. If everyone want thumbnails, hit me up. Okay, we'll know. I had a bunch of templates for my thumbnails back in the day for my long form, and I cannot find them anymore, so I'm kind of upset. Oh my god, it's PMU Kara! That was very clown of you to think that's a cheat up for you. Kansas City. What's the color? Red. I think Xavi has a terrible rep. I mean, I bet he does. Used other players' clips and a Taj? Well, I doubt he's a freestyler considering he can barely aerial. So, if that's the accusation, I bet it's true. That works. Grab this. Pad. That's fire. Oh, this one. Oh, I didn't think Zab was trailing that one. I remember when no flipping was such a big thing that there was a whole new clan started that was no flip gang or whatever. And I'm just like, how long is this gonna last? And it lasted for about a month, and then they stopped uploading because they realized, oh, this is not the newest trend in freestyle. It's just kind of something cool that people pull off every once in a while. I feel like that's calling something like flip reset gang, except the problem is flip reset gang is eternal because it kind of works. But imagine flip reset saying like completely died out after like a week or so. Want to play MC3? No, I did not play with anybody I do not know. Oh, they're Redshift now? I didn't know that. Well, I'm fairly certain you got that corner side boost and that corner boost, so I'm not really sure how I feel about that. They've always been Redshift? Oh, I thought they were different. I don't know, it was like a sub-team of Redshift. I feel like Pulse has kind of just gone quiet. I feel like I used to see them like be like the content people, and then I just feel like I haven't seen them upload anymore. I see like the individual members still exist, but I don't really see them by themselves play. Or like I see them by themselves, but not really like the team upload. I even follow them on Twitter and everything, and I don't see like any of them talk or tweet anything. Horrible catch. Nice flick, Will. All right, cool. We're getting there. It's dead, but it's like big enough that it can't die. No, I get that. Pulse feels like what FaZe and Red became, in the sense that like they exist, but like not really. Also, I'm not gonna lie, freestylers kind of ruined a lot of their rep by most of them just being like massive chuds when it comes to like stuff like purposely smurfing and whatever. Like, I feel like there was a whole debate started about, is it okay to purposely derank a ranked account so you can hit clips easier? And they're all just like, yeah, of course it is. And it's like, well, in a game where everyone kind of complains all the time that there's a bunch of smurfs, it's kind of irritating to get into a bronze match and whatever to just smurf for clips. You're functionally ruining bronze player. Like, yeah, but it's only one game. And I'm like, yeah, but if everyone's doing it, then a bunch of bronze games are a bunch of players who are actually bronze and a bunch of players who are actively, like, sick mechanically. And the thing that I never understood is that, like, well, the thing is, it's more organic to hit in a game. I'm like, yeah, but the thing is, you're playing against players who functionally cannot touch the ball if it's more than a foot off the ground. So is that really, like, making your clip more impressive that you're hitting in a game? Like, you're functionally hitting it in free play. Like, the only difference between it is, like, you're setting a timer in free play, and if you can't hit a shot in under 5 minutes, then it's not as impressive or whatever. That's all you're doing. So I was of the mindset that I'm like, honestly, clips, I don't even pay attention to defending in half the freestyling clips. I think you should just like go to custom training and just hit open nets with your with another freestyle on the other team. Let's just do that. Like that's just as impressive and valid compared to whatever you're trying to justify doing. That way it doesn't ruin everyone's experience and you can still hear clips on 0 defense opponents. And they're just like, no. Oh my god, you guys don't get it. That's boring. What do you mean that's boring? But you're hitting clips against people who can't jump. That's not more fun. That's not like a more interesting clip. I don't know, man. Freestyles annoy me so much, dude. They're so insufferable. But then again, they're mostly children, so I guess that kind of makes sense. I'm like, keep in mind, this is like an opinion that only freestylers have. Like no other person in the community agrees with them. But they're just like, it's obvious that we're in the right here and we're not harming anyone. I'm like, well, literally everyone disagrees with you. I feel like if literally every single person disagrees with you, not like a lot of people, just like every single person, I think you're in the wrong and you should just take the L. But the thing is, you can put that into a mutator, like limited boost. It's not a problem. That's why I always like Hank, because he can hit clips in ranked, and he's hitting like really cool stuff in 2v2. That's why, in my opinion, he's my favorite freestyler, because he's comp clipping, but they're still like super impressive. I find comp clipping way more interesting than someone who can quintuple reset or whatever. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that was a really good touch. Okay, no faith. That's really funny, oh my god. Oh, sorry, buddy. That's crazy that Zavi can actually play now. Well, unfortunately. I think freestyle's a lot more spam mix, and that's fun to watch. CC just clowned on because it's TikTok style. Oh no, it's a TikTok style, as if that's not the only way that freestylers have ever been getting exposure. Like, freestyling is like 100% meant to be enjoyed as a short form content. People are actually clowning on it because it's, oh no, it works well on TikTok. Duh. You're hitting clips, that's all you do. The only freestyling long form that actually works is when you're doing it like Fire and Jazer and you're showing all the times you fuck up. Because that actually makes it interesting. TikTok kills teams? How? Your whole job is to hit clips. That's like perfect for short form. Trust. Yeah, I can't trust something that makes no sense. How does it kill your team? You're uploading clips. What makes it hard to explain? What about it kills teams? Is it the toxicity of the community? What the? I was not expecting him to chow that. Sorry, teammate. Thought you were chasing that for some reason. What the? Wow, I'm sorry. I completely misread how hard that was going to bounce off the ceiling. I'm a bot. Okay, I'm playing like a bot right now. Let's pick it up. Jump. Okay, Robo. Bruh. Robo, turn, grab boost, grab boost, grab boost, grab boost. Nice, nice, nice. Noise. Noise. Delay. Close. Man, no one loves you. That's crazy that no one loves you. Flick. No. Oh, okay. I think that was Ungle. I'm not gonna lie. TikTok teams blow up and then standards continue to lower and the team dies within a month because of TikTok. Okay, but that's the thing. TikTok doesn't kill a team. TikTok kills a team if they don't actually want to keep up the upload schedule and actually get to a point where they're continuing their standards. Like, yeah, that happens with like a bunch of clip hitter teams. I mean, that's what the downfall of all COD teams was, is that they would invest all this time in editors and edit together these really good montages every month. But then they realized, this takes too long. And then they decided to like lower the standard to just putting clips back to back to back to back with no music syncing, no editing, no post-processing, no color correction, no nothing. And they just kind of like do that. Like, yeah, that kills a team, but that's not, TikTok itself isn't killing a team. The process of teams not wanting to actually spend the time to actually make content good is what kills teams. That's two different things. Like, ultimately, that's why when you make a team, you have to set the standard and you have to be able to go there. I work with an editing crew, do voiceover stuff for a lot of pro players in Fortnite. And the guys in there are pretty young, but they're very good at being militant about like standards and what they want out of every video and what they want out of everything. And because of that, that's why their business works. Because they're actively trying to always be better and make sure they're fixing all the stuff that went wrong and make sure, most importantly, that they're not getting uploads that are just generic and whatever. Making teams today's comment is just a waste of time. I think it's better to always focus on your personal brand, no matter what. I actually would have worked better if I didn't touch it. My bad, teammate. All right, just gonna grab some pads. Nice teammate. Nice pass. So expensive to run a team? Well, that's why it doesn't make sense to bring in that amount of money unless you're clearing that in sponsors. I think it's not really expensive to run a team as long as you're not paying members. I know some people just have like a membership just to be like, this is the elite group that we have or whatever. I think some orgs can do that if you're paying people only like $100 or something a month. But ultimately, most people who start any org or anything with the intent to spend money on your members and on your production, you're gonna have to expect to lose money for a little bit, unless you're keeping things really close to the thing. Single montage because of $200. Yeah, I know, but that's not too much money if you're like an actual adult. If you're a child doing that, yeah, you better be bringing in a bunch of money from content on the side. But I would say $200 for a montage is definitely pretty low. I would say like a very good editor, if they're getting like, hey, we want a month-long montage and there's 60 clips, that's probably like a, you know, I realize it's probably approaching $400, $500 for like most editors would demand for that. But even then, I would probably guess they'd probably want more than that. I guess I'm basing it off. I don't know montage editing versus regular like YouTube editing, but some editors I know like they charge bare minimum if the video is like 15, 20 minutes. It's like heavily edited or whatever, and they have to do like rounds of edits or whatever. That's like $1,000+ easy. But the thing is, if you're just having people who just do it for the love of the game, then yeah, you can build. Oh, it's a UTSA guy. What the? I jumped off the sidewall and kind of lost my flip. That's funny. How's that guy still boosted? That's cool. Sad. The thing is, like, I think if you're going to start a team, you have to understand, like, you have to have, like, a good financial back in the beginning. It's the same with a lot of millionaires who come in and try to buy esports orgs. They're like, well, I have a bunch of money, and, you know, how long can it take to turn a profit? And it's basically like, if you're starting an org from the ground up, you're expected to lose money basically for, like, 5 years before you might start turning a profit. Because you need a lot of fan buy-in, but most importantly, you need actual results and actual ability to contact sponsors and let them know that they're actually worth putting their name on your badge and on your branding and whatever. And I feel like it's kind of funny whenever orgs get founded by some like millionaire from another sport, and they get told by a bunch of yes men business guys being like, oh yeah, this is how it works in every other industry. And then they get demolished and then they fold in 2 years. And it's like, well, yeah, because you never actually centrally planned any of that. You kind of just assumed stuff would come along rather than just accepting your losses and then slowly iterating. Also super funny how many of orgs just don't take advantage of advisors. They think they can just do it themselves. It's like an ego thing, and I'm like, how can you have an ego when the risk is risking people's unemployment and losing millions of dollars, you know? Like, just freaking accept you don't know the scene, hire someone. The fact that Lawler has like single-handedly given so many orgs in the scene for Rocket League like advice on which players to sign, how to run an org, how to balance their budgets, and they listen to him 0 times out of like a long term. Oof. Okay. Got a little time for a teammate. Helix, you spelled it with an A. The term helix that I know does not contain an A. So Rocket League team? Yeah, I don't know those guys. Yeah, buddy, like I said, I don't know any of these teams. 99% of the time, if you mention a team, unless they're like the team in the community, I will not know who they are. I knew Nixus and I knew Pulse and Redshift. Those 3 are the only people I know of. And then beyond that, I just don't watch any freestyling. The closest thing I get to watching freestyling is occasionally when there's a new upload for like the Rocket League Insanity montage. I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. Nitro? I don't know, vaguely. I felt bad. I was looking through my I found my old phone because I needed an app that existed on my old phone, so I booted it up. And then I was looking through, I had like an external hard drive, or like an external SD card on it. And, not external, an supplemental storage SD card. And I was looking through it, and I had a bunch of folders of like a bunch of COD montages from back in the day that I found and downloaded. And I remember there's this one dude called Unchained, who's an insanely good COD editor. And I remember he was grinding super hard because he wanted to join FaZe one day as their editor. And literally, he grinded all the way through like all these small orgs, through Red, which is like the reserve team for FaZe's clip hitting team. And then he got actually to do a couple of videos for FaZe. And then the moment he got there, FaZe completely canned all of its montage and clip hitting. And I'm just like, dude, my boy. I was so sad. Hey, Clocks, we're all right. All right. I like the part how these guys are very mid. All right, missed that Spanish, sad. Can you give me a tip? I want to get out of plat. Learn how to actually fast arrow consistently, and you should be fine. What? No touch? Interesting. Oh, I didn't touch him. Came out of the goal slightly faster than I thought he would. Hello, buddy. Oh my god, these guys are patient. Yeah, focus on you actually doing a fast arrow consistently. A lot of players are like, I already know how to fast arrow. I'm like, well, if you did, you wouldn't be in plat. A good way to practice that I always tell people. Oh my god, what a touch. Okay, I'm throwing really bad right now. I'm playing like an absolute bot. I'm half paying attention right now. All right. Yeah, a lot of players who play, go to free play, turn off unlimited boost, and then grab 100, and then try to touch the ceiling. land, and then jump again and touch the ceiling. And if you can't do that with only 100 boost, so jump, touch ceiling, land, jump again, touch ceiling again, and then land again. If you can't do that with only 100 boost, you're not fast airling correctly. That's the classic test I give people, and that normally reveals like, oh, I'm not doing that consistently. Like really, it should only take you about 50 boost to be able to actually touch the ceiling. Yeah, teammate, ignore that forfeit. I thought it was 3-0. I'm not paying attention. I don't remember scoring like at all in this game. My brain is off today. Okay, I was trying to slow that down because I knew he was not chowing immediately. Man's running on autopilot a little bit, Dijon. How you doing? I'm waiting for some of these chows and they just like don't come in and it's ticking me off. I'm just lobbing that high just to give us a chance to be able to transition here. Ooh, is that crazy? You're playing my buddy? Yeah, I mean, I gave up. We're playing really yike right now, so I'm trying to pick it up a little bit. Bad touch. I'm hitting my midstream lull right now. I can feel it. There's no way I get underneath you and it pinches wide. That's crazy. Okay, good. Time zone chains messed me up. Classic. I wasn't sure if he was about trying to reset that. We might get beat over the top there. Yep, luckily they don't score that. I love when I miss the boost for no reason. Please don't fall for that. Nice. Teammate. Nice, land. Dude. Watching like good players miss easy reads like that makes me want to firebomb a building. Makes me want to commit emotional terrorism, chat. All right. Okay. I hate that you went for that personally, but that's okay. Okay. I am not going to go for that. I need to get back. Teammate doesn't have boost. It's fine. Just kidding. That's not fine. He's going to scoop that over me. Okay. He was going for a bump. Well, their first goal was off of a bump, so it makes sense that they would keep going for him. Nice 50. Oh, okay. There we go. Gamer? Gaming? Let's go, gamer. Okay, cool. Hitting our shots. I'm glad he took his time on that and wasn't trying to advance on that as fast as possible. Like, if no one's jumping for it, you'd kind of have your open range on that. That's good fake. Don't get flicked? Nice. All right. I didn't deserve to win that. Teammate did. But that was a really awkward beginning of the game. That's taking me off. Hence the frustration forfeit, despite us being okay. Any new games you're playing? We played Expedition 33. I just recently bought a bunch of games on Steam sale. Ace Combat Evolved, because my friend Seb loves that game series. It's like anime in a way, but it's a very Metal Gear Solid coded flying like fighter jet type combat game. I've also bought Divinity Original Sin because it was like the complete edition for like, I don't know, $6, $7. So I was like, you know what? This is a game that's like overwhelmingly positively rated. I don't know how hardcore I want to get into that game, but we'll see. It's not usually the type of game that I would play based on like the camera placement. I don't really like unless it's like a sim game like Civ. I've never really enjoyed games that aren't like first or third person for RPG elements, but. What is happening? I saw a for sale sign on my neighbor's GR86 today, and I got really sad. Like, you're selling that beautiful car. I want that car so bad, dude. That is gonna be the car I buy when I start clicking together some of my clients again. God! Again, this is just me playing horribly. Why am I ass? Why am I suddenly actually butt? We're hitting a hard lull in the stream right now. I don't even feel tired. I just am not hitting the ball cleanly at all. All my decisions are terrible right now. Another neighbor has an M4. That's also a car that I would like driving, but I would only drive a BMW if I had a bunch of money to take care of it. BMW is like an expensive breed of purebred dog or whatever. Like, yeah, it's fun to have, but you're gonna spend a lot maintaining that level of dog. God damn, dude. You ever this guy watch party? Oh no, I was just joking about that. I did watch it by myself though. Yeah, I don't know what people are talking about. I was looking at the reviews. It is not a well-reviewed movie. I'm kind of surprised based on... I remember watching it in the moment. All right, GG. Literally no one can touch that ball right now. I'm sorry, but we're going to take a break. Who rearranged my workshop maps? I don't know what happened, but like... I knew I was updated to that. Kind of OG. I mean, like... You've been here for a while. I don't know about OG. Probably games on Steam as well. Ooh, like what? I know you're a Genshin Impact guy. Which target age range, it's a good movie. Yeah, well, what I like about Sky High is that there's like kind of elements of it that are like goofy, fun kids movie. But what I like about it is that it doesn't descend into like the minimalist humor of playing like to kids. Like one of my biggest issues with like older kids movies as I watch them again as an adult is how much like jokes just like descend to the lowest common denominator. Well, it's for kids. Like they only understand so much. My kids understand a decent amount. Like you can add in a humor that isn't just like fart jokes or a guy falling down, you know? Like whenever a movie like Sky High frames like a bully running into a wall or something, it's not done for a comedic thing. It's just like, that's just how it is. Versus like some things are acting like, this is the joke, get it? Because he hurt himself, get it? Because this guy fell down, get it? And it's just like, buddy, like, what are we doing here? Is that what this whole scene is building up to? Or like that's another thing looking back, I think the Scooby-Doo live action movie with like Casey Keenum is like, and like Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar and all them, Linda Cardellini, like really good movie, but except for the fact that there's just random moments where like they just have to add in a bunch of fart jokes because like it's a kid's movie and I'm like, why? Like you're doing fine. This whole movie's great and then the movie just grinds to a halt for no reason just to be like, what if we just had a scene where Scooby and Shaggy have a fart off? Something that has never happened in any Scooby-Doo cartoon or piece of media ever. Remember the movie Blank Check? Isn't that the one where there's a small child and he has a flirtatious relationship with like a 30-year-old woman, and the movie people thought that was appropriate at all to do. And he literally is like, oh, do you date younger men? And she's like, how about you call me in like 8 years, when he's like 18. I'm like, woman, you're a predator. It's crazy watching that shit back in the day and being like, yeah, this is kind of a goofy thing, but as an adult, you're watching it like, like that's literally what we call grooming nowadays. Back in the day, it's like, haha, get it, because it's a kid trying to flirt with an adult. But like, she's like kind of flirting back in a weird way, and it's like being very, it's just like a very weird dynamic in that movie. You're like, I don't know, man, this woman's a predator. Oh. But the way he spends $1 million and buys a mansion, everything for only $1 million. I mean, yeah, but that's like kid money, you know? It's like hard to fathom how much money it is. Kids just know what 1 million is. So therefore, oh, I have $1 million. That's like infinity dollars. Because I know back in the day when I got a 20, dude, I was living large as a kid. I feel like you could make that stretch so long. With 20 bucks back in the day, I could get like lunch from me and my girlfriend. We can go to the supermarket, get some candy or whatever. We can rent a movie. Yes, I know. I was old enough to be a Blockbuster person. Wait, what? Why did it reset me? Oh my god, imagine if you were on a world record run and that happened. You went right through the middle of the rings and it didn't register your run. I saw your vid. Hey, good to know, Emron. Oh, let's try to do that. I still got my Blockbuster card. I remember there's that joke in Brooklyn Nine-Nine where Jake's rich uncle died and leaved him 1 million shares of stock, and he's super hype until he realizes that the stock is Blockbuster stock. Can you imagine? Also, I was reading an article the other day. I don't know what you guys think about this. I don't know why there's like this guy who was apparently writing an article about how like he was preparing a will and testament and like financial disbursements to his kids. And the guy was asking, like, how should I distribute it? And he goes, like, honestly, I think you should do it now. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't think it makes sense to put it in a trust and then they get it in 20, 30 years. Like, all your kids are in their 20s and 30s. Like, they need the money now to start saving and paying off debt and buying a house and putting a down deposit and paying a mortgage. Like, when you save it in a trust in their 40s and 50s, they've already fought through all the hard part, and then they're just gonna get a bunch of money that they functionally don't need. And I'm like, honestly, I kind of like that approach, like, because I know for a fact my mom and my dad, they're always like, they always like have like a bunch of stuff like that, trying to put their affairs in order for like their will or whatever. And I'm like, I think it makes way more sense if you have a bunch of money that you're just like sitting on and you're literally only saving it up just so you can be given to your kids later. I'm like, I think you should start disseminating that to your kids like earlier, because then it actually like helps us in the time of our careers where we're still like building wealth and actually trying to save up. And I was like, that's a good point, actually. I saw your vid and also subscribed. Good to know. Hello, Hamad. There's an episode of Cracked, actually, that the old comedy website. They have a YouTube video on why movies train us to hate adults or whatever, and it's a bunch of like kids-focused movies that are like focusing on kids doing something inappropriate, and they'd have a whole segment on Blank Check and why it's so effed up. It's also a lot of like movies where the kids are doing something like borderline insane and they're treating adults like garbage, but it's like, well, the thing is, like, kids have a point. Like, no, from the kids' POV, they're doing something fine, but when you're an adult and you look back at those movies, you're like, that kid is a psychopath for doing that. There was a movie with Chevy Chase, I remember. I think it was Heather Locklear is the mother. And, oh, my bad. I think it's Corey Feldman. One of the Coreys was the kid. And he's like basically like torturing his, his mom's like new boyfriend, Chevy Chase. And the thing is like, when you look at the movie, Chevy Chase's character is not being mean or manipulative or abusive. He's literally just kind of like a nerd. He's like not interesting and uninteresting, but he's like torturing this guy. And it's like, dude, what? Like, I understand this movie if the new boyfriend was like an abusive dick or whatever. This guy's just like lame. Like, why are we torturing this innocent man? Like, I think my mom's side of the family is incredibly boring, but it'd be kind of weird if I'm like, well, because you're boring, I'm gonna mentally and physically torture you. Remnant 2, Sheba Dreams, and Jump Space. I've heard of Remnant 2. Bass loves Remnant 2. I'm not gonna lie, Remnant 1 and 2 are like almost good enough games for me, but the more I play them, I'm just like, oh man, I freaking hate this game. Remnant 2 also just has a very, I don't know how they're doing QA testing, but that game has the weirdest difficulty spikes. Like, very first level, when you get into the game, you get teleported to like the first actual combat zone. And I swear, you are like playing against a mob of 50 fucking like enemies firing stuff at you. And meanwhile, I have like a bolt action rifle. So I'm like, how am I supposed to get through this level? Like, legitimately, like, as this, like, I understand some people are like, well, it's a co-op game. I'm like, yeah, but if I'm trying to play it single player, like, how in the world am I expected to actually, like, get through these levels? It ticked me off. I was playing these levels for, like, 25 minutes, and I could not get past them. Because there's just, like, 50 ads, and I'm like, this isn't actual difficulty. This is just, like, a slog. The movie Problem Child is kind of like that. Kid is adopted in one movie, Peas and Lemonade. There's a lot of scenes like that where it's just, like, borderline psycho, dude. Okay, let's load that up. Okay, I thought Junior had that, but I was not 100%. Che, you know what I haven't had in a while that I think is a pretty banger candy, but no one brings up? Junior Mints. Oh no. I was thinking about it today because I was picking something up from the corner store and I realized I was gonna go get Junior Mints and they were out. Right as I walked up, I saw a guy walk by with a box of Junior Mints, and as I went to go get them, I realized he grabbed the last box and I was devastated. Also, have you guys seen those cookie dough bites candy? I don't think I've ever seen them sold in a store. The only time I've ever seen them is in a movie theater. Like AMC and Regal have like the only supply in the entire US. Nice, nice. Okay, cool. Trying to think of other movie theater things I've only seen in a movie. I don't think I've ever seen Raisinets in a store either. Those feel very much like movie theater coded. We're gonna keep that near post because I think it's hard to read. Trying to backpass the Junior because everyone's kind of just staring at it, so I'm like, it works. Dollar General sells it? Banger deal. It's okay, speaks... doesn't... Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, one of you guys has it. You whiffed! You whiffed! You whiffed! That first guy up literally whiffed. What was this? That's crazy. You bumped it. What is happening? That was a horrible pass and shot. They just collided with each other. That's wild, I'm not gonna lie. Man, I hate that, dude. When everything goes wrong, but it works out anyway. Guess my mistake for assuming they'd be a little bit cleaner than that. Doing rings back up is a decent warm-up? I mean, sure. Fun fact, when I was first learning to aerial, I was trying to learn how to move my car and spin and then still maintain control when my car's backwards. So I learned how to fly backwards and reverse my controls, you know, because when you're turned, you're technically left. It kind of leans you the different direction than what you're used to. That it got to a point where when I was flying in rings straight, like normally, my brain kept reversing the directions and I didn't know which direction I was turning. It was like a very funny thing that would be happening to me. Not gonna lie, I thought that was ceiling. Yeah, found the special candy shops. So that's the thing. Honestly, I'm kind of angry that there's not more like candy shops around. There was a place, or my candy shop in Wegmans in Pittsford, New York, in my hometown. We had a section for the gummies where there was strawberry cream gummies, where it's like one half of it was like a fruit flavor, and then the other half was like this like thicker texture gummy that kind of just tasted like whipped cream basically, and it was really, really good. And the thing is, a lot of people are like, yeah, I know those, and they send me a link, and I'm like, wrong, these are not it. Because I see them and immediately know that's not a thing. So we kick our way out of there. But then I'm like, I was searching around and there was this giant candy emporium website, like this mass distributor where you could order custom stuff. Like if you want 5 pounds of just orange Starburst, you can order that. If you want 7,000 M&Ms, but you only want them to be blue or whatever, you can have that. You know, it's like that type of website. It's very weird. I looked up strawberry and cream gummies, and they had the exact brand. I ordered 3 pounds of it, took one bite, and I was like, oh yeah. And then I immediately never bought it again because I realized that'd be way too dangerous if I bought those at all times. How many subs do you have? Isn't that tangible by my channel? No, I guess maybe not. I have 22.9K right now, I think. Wait, that's a lot. What are we talking about? Oh, like 22 and a half. Were there strawberry and cream hard candies? We're good. I'm not talking about hard candies. A few of my coworkers talk about Wegmans like it's the best place. Well, the thing about Wegmans that's really quality is that, one, it's like usually voted as like one of the best companies to work for. But I think the thing that stands apart is that the prices are pretty good, but what there's like candies in the candy section I've never seen anywhere else that are really good, like I'm describing. But also all the takeout food is like legitimately ridiculously nice. Like I've been to a lot of grocery stores and they have like takeout food or whatever, like, oh, you can pick up mac and cheese, you can pick up like pre-made like pizzas, just pop in the oven or whatever, they can make blah blah. And they're all like pretty good. The Wegmans food is legitimately, if you got served that in a restaurant, I think you'd be happy with it. You'd be like, oh, wow, this is good. Their Chinese food takeout is like $7.99 a pound or something like that, but it is disgustingly good. I still put up that sesame chicken and beef broccoli with any Chinese I've had anywhere, and I'm being dead serious. It's just like a place that really prioritizes quality and not scamming over people. Like all the employees that work for them get college credit or like college tuition bonus and along with their paycheck. Everyone's paid like well above minimum wage. It's just like a very good place to work. And you can feel it. Everyone who works there is pretty quality. The best way to get good employee and customer service out of your employees is literally just pay them well. It's shocking how well that works, you know? I'll try next time I go through the area. I would definitely recommend, if you're in Pittsford, New York for some reason, because the Lord punished you that way, I would recommend going to Pittsford. That's the biggest one. That was the first ever location. That's the one that's like super over the top. But most of the locations are pretty good. I know New York City has a couple of them now in the Navy Yard, I think. And in Uptown. If you're also in Chicago, there's a pretty good place called Mariano's, which is pretty nice. That's in North Chicago, I think, mostly. Hello, Drone HQ. Oh my god, that guy was rushing me. Alright, back at our LIC. Yeah, not for long. I think I'm gonna get off soon. We were recording a video earlier, and I think it kind of took a little bit out of us. We're only like an hour and a half in, but I'm already feeling very, like, weird. Not feeling super locked in right now. It's not good to play Rocket League at this rank when you're not 100% locked in. Because these are not hard games. That's kind of the thing that pissed me off, is I'm losing to, like, players that, like, Cute Femboy I lost with earlier. But then I immediately beat him like 3 times in a row after that. So the fact that we're like not dominating these games is pretty red flag. Almost insanely good touch there. Oh wow, okay. Interesting. Nice. Hopefully you're doing well, Drone. Happy New Year. I'm a bot. Dude, I over-pursued that. That was an open net. God dang it. I rebounded off that wall actually way faster than I thought I would. Thought I would stop in for my annual hello? That's crazy. The annual hello. Well, you got out of the way quickly. I guess we'll see you in January next year. That's a donk. Holy. Oh my god, dude. I'm so body right now. Like, I'm missing some of these reads by like pixels for no reason. Thank god teammates actually finishing. Bonk. Is that a high five? I think that's the first ever high five I've actually been able to get. Was that a high five? I just said that. That's funny, Otter Boy and me. I thought the same thing. Over adjusted like crazy on that one. Yeah, next y'all coming sooner. Alright, sounds good, Drone. There's my first one in 5K hours. That's what I'm saying. All right, GG Otterboy. I think we're gonna play until next loss, chat. We're trying to lock in here. I want to be able to continue playing Rocket League because we're not feeling bad today. It just feels weird that like my brain is like not cooperating with my hands right now. It's angering me, disgracing my ancestors. Who the heck is reaching out to me on LinkedIn? Oh, never mind. Thought that was a DM. I'm like, if you DM someone on LinkedIn on a Saturday, get a life, dude. Then I'm in sales. If it was a customer, I'd gladly respond. But if it's anyone else, screw you. Really interesting. Okay. Why would you flip up at all with 0 boost? That's a decision, dude. I don't know about that. All right, good night, everybody. Holy shit. I'm sorry, but some people are Beyonce